What's going on, everybody? It's Penny here with Penny's Fishing and Outdoors, and today I am out here on the side of the river with the pontoon. I am doing a 2-night adventure. I'm up here at 762, working my way south back down to Circleville. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show. Let's go have some fun. There goes my ride. This trip is almost exclusively going to be floating. Eagle down there. I've got my trolling motor just in case I need to use it, but I'm going to be sticking towards the insides of turns, which is the slow moving water. Just because this is my first time taking this pontoon out on running water, so it's going to be real nice and easy, just kind of get a feel for it. And, this is also a first time using the paddles with it, so I'm going to try and save the trolling motor for need to use it situations. I'm in no rush. This is just a nice, easy, stress relieving, relaxing float. Been playing around a little bit, trying to learn how the boat maneuvers, which I'll give you guys a little example. Better than a kayak. Because one stroke, I did a 180, and here we go back again. So, she handles and maneuvers like a dream. Actually have a new favorite. So this thing just takes very small adjustments to straighten out and to move around. And again, all I'm really using the paddles for right now is to stay in the middle. The plan today, so the overall trip is going to be about 12 miles. The goal is to do 5 today, 5 tomorrow, and 2 on the last day. Now, last time I did do this trip, that was in the old 16-foot aluminum canoe. I don't know if you guys remember that video. If not, I will put a link to it in the corner of the screen now. That being said, I did that trip in one day, So this is a very, and like I said, very relaxed float. I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot either until we get to camp. Just because it's early, Mother Nature is here. I've already seen one eagle, seen a bunch of ducks. Unfortunately, the river is muddy today, so you can't really see into the water, which is a shame because there's some pretty fine fishing spots where carp, gar, I've seen just hanging out, and these are huge fish. I'm not stressing about that today or tomorrow. This trip is solely relaxing. So I'm gonna shut my mouth now and let you guys enjoy some of this scenic view. Wow. Continue on. Alright, so first fork in the river. Last time I did this, I went to the left, but it's much shallower. The water level is also higher than what it was when I went to the left. Again, last time I did this, I got out, scouted both directions, decided left because right had some down trees. However, that was 3 years ago. Looks like the right is clear, where I see some overhanging trees covering a good chunk of the path to the left. So I think this time I'm going to stay to the right. Ideally, the best thing to do would be to get out and scout. However, last time I was doing this, there was an actual bank to get out at. I don't see much of one on the left. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the route to the right. That looks a lot healthier. Slower. So let's use some of this paddle power. Make sure I go to the right. Row your boat. And oh, bald eagle, bald eagle. 2 of them. 2. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw those. Some hunting blind. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So I've made it a little over halfway through my planned trip for today. So the goal is to, again, 5 miles today, 5 miles tomorrow, 2 miles Saturday. So I am over here this is the second river access point from where I first put in at. The first, actually no, I'm sorry, this is the first one. I don't remember, I think that's 302 over me or something, I don't remember. But the first point that I made it to, it's very loud under here. But I wanted to get in the shade, take a few minutes break, because I'm well over halfway. I've gone over 3 miles and it's not even 12 o'clock yet. So figured I'd take it a little slow, nice and easy. Almost wishing I would have brought some fishing equipment, but I'm not fishing today. Today's just relaxation. That being said, I do actually have some fun things planned for you. I will be going over a gear breakdown on what I have with me today. I, of course, have my Onyx life preserver. Always, anytime you're in the water in a boat, wear a life preserver. It can save your life. And you got to make sure you're wearing it properly, okay? Notice I'm already all the way zipped up. I'm not just half unzipped hanging out. One of the biggest reasons for that is because if I leave it hanging out like this or loose and I end up in the water, if there's an overhanging tree or anything blocking the way, this can get snagged in the tree and hold me underwater. So you always want to make sure you're wearing your life vest, you're wearing it properly. That's the safety tip of the hour. I will be back with more tips and tricks for on the water. So let's go and have some more fun. What's going on, guys? So I found my camp for the night. It's gonna be up here in this area somewhere, probably back that way a little bit. It is an island in the middle of the river. Technically no one owns it. That being said, so originally I wanted this to be part of tomorrow's trip, but I passed a good camping spot and I couldn't find another good one until I got here. So this is where I'm camping out for the night. And just to give you guys a little sneak preview of what tomorrow will contain, last time I was here, this island over here was just as big as this one. Those are both small islands. That sucker looks even smaller than what it used to. You could literally, and the first time I did this, I got so confused and almost lost because you had 3 different choices here. 1, 2, 3. And you could see maybe 3 feet past each one. I actually remember I walked the canoe down this left path. I literally, because it came down and took a sharp turn and there was a down tree right at the corner of the turn to where if you didn't hit the turn just right, you're going under. So I played it smart. I walked the canoe down. Looks like this time I'm not gonna have to worry about that. So proof that erosion is a thing. So, yep. Looking forward to having a good dinner. I'm actually going to be cooking lunch here in a little bit before I set up the rest of camp. Kind of feel out the area a little bit. Hope you guys are on my Instagram, because if you are, you saw the bald eagles that I literally just saw. You'll be seeing it in real time at this point, because I don't know how long it's going to take for this video to come out. Get on my Instagram. I have a TikTok, it's kind of meh, but get on my Instagram. It's Fenny's Fishing and Outdoors, all one word, no apostrophe, no capitalizations. Let's do it. All right, everybody. So I just finished lunch. Had something fun happen. If you're on my Instagram page, you already know what this was. I was getting everything out, getting it ready to make lunch. Was filtering some water out by the boat. Turn and look to make sure I, didn't lose my camera. I see what looks like a dog staring right back at me, and I'm talking, this guy, his coat made him blend in almost perfectly with the background. And he took the same path I took when I was scouting out the area to see if I wanted to set up camp here. So I guarantee you he got a whiff of me and got curious and was looking what I was up to. And we had a staring contest for a good couple minutes. I was talking to him too. He sniffed the air a few times and then walked off. And while I was cooking my lunch, after I boiled the water and added it to the food, I gave him probably a good half hour, 45-minute head start. Then I started tracking him. The ground here is very, very muddy. His tracks were easy to pick up. And I followed him for about 50 yards. He's out. He's gone. He left the area. So I think I am going to call this my campsite for the night. Like I said, it's a little muddy. Bugs are going kind of crazy, but that's okay, because I'm about to show you my gear list that I brought with me today. So without further ado, let's go back to the boat. Welcome back. We are back at the boat, and we'll say this: in the short time that I've been here, the water level is dropping. It's dropping quick. This used to be a brown mucking pool that you couldn't see. Now it's barely ankle deep. I boated across that. Water levels are dropping, people. That's okay, because it's been about a week and a half since we've had a good rainstorm, so that's why that's dropping. So I'm gonna position myself in front of the boat and give you a quick rundown of my gear. So here you go, the pontoon. So I'm not going to go through every little detail. In here I've got some rope for an anchor, which I did not bring. So obviously my life vest. I've got a pouch of as one of my favorite YouTubers would call it, step 2. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, of course, I had to, when I first got the pontoon boat, it did not come with paddles, so I, of course, had to get the paddles. I've got in here saw, knife, emergency kit. Also, I might be able to have a fire tonight. Back here in this pouch, I have first aid kit. That pouch over there, I have everything I need to strap it down to my truck when I get to my exit point. On that side, that pouch over there is where I've been keeping my water purification, which I will get to in a second. If you couldn't tell, I'm paranoid about losing anything. So everything's zipped up in pouches or physically attached to the pontoon in one way or the other. So here's my trolling motor. It's meh. So in here is a dry bag. Well, this is a dry bag, but this has my cook set, but it also has all my electronics. So my battery to recharge my cameras, extra camera batteries, all of that's in here. In here is two different things. The first thing is obviously the battery for the trolling motor, but because I use the small batteries, there's also my food. And this strap here is strapped to the boat. It cannot physically come off the boat. So that way I don't have to worry about food going missing or not having food. So that's my hoodie from this morning because it was chilly. I might need that later. And in this wonderful dry bag, I have my shelter and my bedding. So I've got my hammock in there. It's just a cheapo Walmart hammock. I will show you guys that once I get it put up, but it's a little early for that. Little early, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But oh, hold on, I'm forgetting something. I think also in this front pouch, yep, in this front pouch is my toiletries, plus it has a Thermacell insect burner thing. It doesn't burn insects, it burns these little pads that release something in the air. Over here is part of my water filtration. So yes, gravity bag, filling up my Nalgene, but this is the Scioto, people. I'm not exclusively filtering one time. I am pulling water out of the Scioto, out of a fast moving area. So that right there reduces the risk of bacteria growth. Also, I'm putting it through a filter before it even goes into that bag. So it's getting filtered when I pull it out of the river through a filter that filters down to 99.999 micron, 90% something. Yeah, filters a lot, and then put it through this filter, because this filter does the same. This filters down to a crazy number. So that way, anything that first filter misses, this filter will get. And to be honest, that is Nalgene bottle number 3. Number 3 that I filled up since I got here. It's working. It tastes like water. There is no taste. That being said, it's about 85, 86 right now, and it is hot in the sun. So I'm gonna go back up in the shade, sit down and relax. So I'll be back with some more water tips, things to know when you're in or on the water in a kayak, canoe, pontoon, whatever. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys here in a few minutes. Alright guys, so I'm back with some more safety tips for you. So anytime you're on any kind of moving water, never go alone. Yeah, I know I kind of am right now, but I'm very well experienced on this section of the Scioto, as well as open water. However, yes, I am alone. However, I've been in contact with several people. I've checked in several times. They know my route. They know where I'm going. They know where I'm at. They also know that if I don't check in when I'm supposed to, they're gonna get a hold of the right people. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties, had a battery that needed to die. So back to what I was saying, where I'm out here by myself, but I'm in constant contact with people. That is a very weak safety netting. This is something I'm confident on this river, in this section, this time of year. I am only putting myself at risk. It's not a very smart thing to do, but I'm doing it. Mainly because I couldn't find anybody to come with me. But, like I said, I'm staying in contact. That doesn't help me in an immediate situation. What that helps me in is, let's say, while I'm camping tonight, my boat gets swept away. I know I just need to survive where I'm at long enough for someone to come and get me. I am a confident swimmer. I am a very strong swimmer. I swam competitively for more years than I'd like to admit. I have gotten myself into sticky situations in the water, on the water, such as this. And I am confident in my abilities to get myself out. Does that mean I'll be able to get out in any situation? No. But moving on. Bright colored clothing. This is a great one, especially if you are by yourself. In any kind of, and this doesn't even have to be just for on the water. Anytime you're hiking, backpacking, camping, wear bright colors. This stands out amongst a background of like this. You want bright colors. Reds, oranges, orange. You know, you always want to have bright colors. Even, you can even go with some blues. Bright blues, colors that will pop, stand out, show contrast. That's a big one, especially, again, in an emergency situation where I'm stranded. What do? Well, I'm gonna try and make myself as visible as possible so help can find me faster and easier. So I'm gonna be throwing bright colors everywhere. So you always wanna make sure you're bringing bright colors. Here's a big one for me today. I didn't follow. You wanna make sure you are constantly drinking. And again, this pertains to not just on the water, but on the trail. You sweat more than you realize. Today, by the time I got here, I barely had a drop of sweat on me. But I was also shin deep in water all day. Because the way my pontoon is, my feet are in the water, or I can just let them dangle and be almost knee deep in the water. So because of that, I was losing a lot more water than I knew I was. I went to go to the bathroom and it was apple juice. Looked like apple juice, which is the #1 telltale sign that I'm dehydrated. So I've been pushing fluids a lot. Water, water, water. You don't want to get dehydrated. That can kill you really fast. That's all I can think of at the top of my head right now. There is one little tip, trick that I'm going to give you on the water, get one of these. They look goofy, but you know what? If you get in a bad situation and your canoe, kayak, whatever boat you're in flips, you'll have glasses still. And you don't have to worry about this snagging and keeping you under, because this will literally tear off in an instant. I bought this for $5. It's cheap, it's inexpensive, and you don't have to worry about looking down and, oh, there goes my sunglasses. That being said, I'm gonna be getting ready to make some dinner here shortly. I got my shelter for the night up, and I guess I could show you guys that real quick. Ah, too many strings. Okay, so let's go look at the shelter. So excuse the mess, because I just got shelter put up. I haven't had a chance to sweep or mop or anything, and I've been dragging mud all over the place, everywhere. But it's okay, because it's a sandy mud. That being said, here's my shelter for the night. I have a rain fly for it, however, I'm not using it because it's supposed to be nice, warm, and no rain for the next 2 days. So, rain fly's gone. That is something fun. I will tell you guys about that probably tomorrow. But there's my shelter. Got a nice hammock. Again, it's Equip. It is Walmart brand. Walmart brand. Built-in bug net. So I don't have to worry about creepy crawlies tonight. So, that being said, I'm going to get ready to make some dinner. And I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Alright, so the last tip I have for you guys today is, honestly, it's kind of a no-brainer, but it's something you wouldn't think about. You want to secure your boat somehow to shore, whether that's taking a strap, securing it to the boat, and then putting it under large rock, something. The reason why you do this is because water levels may rise throughout the night, and if that happens, your boat could float away and then you're stranded. So here's an example. So that was all underwater up until about 2 hours ago. So the water level here is actually dropping. I don't think I'm in threat of actually losing my boat. However, better safe than sorry. If I can get geese, the bane of all existence. But anyways, so this is just a anchor line. It runs to the back where I can hang an anchor. I don't currently have an anchor on today because I didn't want to put too much weight on the boat. So I'm just gonna unspool a good bit of this, wrap it around, so I'm gonna wrap it around this tree root. It's sturdy, it's not going anywhere, so I can anchor my boat to this root and not worry about my boat going anywhere. So I will just do a granny knot. I'm not really trying to do anything special. I just need it to hold the boat. So that is the last tip I have for you today. That's the last tip I have for you today. Hopefully you guys actually paid attention to some of these, because it could save your life one day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm about to go make some dinner and maybe watch a movie and go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.
See if I can get close enough to tell you what. I'm gonna see if I can get close enough to show you guys what just woke me up this morning. I can see it, but I don't know how well it'll show up on the camera. Right there, it's a deer head. He's staring me down right now. There's two more over there. Let's see if I can get closer. She's staring me down all right. There she goes. She's not too far gone. I don't want to keep chasing her. But that's what I woke up to. Her making her noises. And I'm not surprised, considering there's deer tracks everywhere through here. I noticed them yesterday. I just didn't realize I was camping this close to them. It's all good though. Deer are not my biggest concern. Well, I'm awake, so I'm gonna slowly pack up camp, make some breakfast, and get ready to head to spot number 2. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
All right, guys, so breakfast is done. I ate breakfast, broke camp. I'm gonna try and get on the water early today. That way I can spend a few hours in a shady spot when it gets really hot, like noon, around noonish. Filling up my water right now, filtering. So once that's done, I'll pack everything back up onto the pontoon and head on out. So I'll see you in a little bit. see we're getting a little bit faster moving water right here. Oh boy. Now I'm trying to cross the current. Because again, stay in the slow water. I'm taking all these turns to the inside. Get out of this situation quick. Okay. That was exciting. But here's the fun part, too. It's gonna get real shallow on the left here. There goes that eagle. Man, I hope I'm not chasing them all the way down. Oh, that was a hawk that has something else. I'm not chasing them all the way down. I want to run them off. Looks like this is a little hairy. It looks like I'll join back up with the rest of the river up here. So. Left. Should be good. Whatever this is. We are chugging right along here, and honestly the motor is barely doing any work. Alright, I gotta split the difference. I got down trees on both sides. What's going on, everybody? So once again, I made some bad estimations. I was able to finish the rest of the trip before 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm home. Yeah. I should have planned for the longer trip, but that's okay. I picked the shorter of the two trips that I had in mind. Now I know. So next time I go to do this, hopefully I'll have someone with me. So it won't be so just me. Also, I now have a few ideas on some changes because few of the places that I planned and my backup locations I plan to stop and like eat lunch at and camp at have since washed away. But that's okay. Now I know for next time. So that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you on the water.